Hi everyone, I thought it might be time to get some messages from our angels. So go on and pick a card and I'll see you back here shortly for the readings. Okay everyone, here we go. We have card number 1, card number 2, card number 3 or card number 4. Take a moment now to choose your card and let's see what messages the angels have for you. Hello there and welcome to the people who chose card number 1. That is card 34, which is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. So this card represents that changes are coming into your personal life, and it's sort of time for these changes to come in. It's time to make some changes. It's time to walk through a door. It's time to close some doors behind us. Let's have a look at what the tarot cards are saying about that, because they're actually saying quite a bit. I see depression. I see drama. I see being stabbed in the back. I'm seeing justice issues, so things that aren't fair, or could even be legal matters as well going on around you. I also can see that you've been controlled, maybe even bullied, but you know, you're in a position, this whole spread is someone who feels like they're not in control of their life. So if that's how you're feeling at the moment, then you're sort of down in sort of a bit of a depth here where you probably can't see your way out of it. The good news is there is certainly a way out of it, because even though I see a lot of drama and stuff going on, and it might feel like, how is this going to happen? Because card number 1, you're smart, you're a magician. So even in the depths of what I can see here, my magicians can always find their way out. So magicians can turn brass into gold. You can use your brains, you can have a think about it. But I feel like as I look at this spread, it seems like you've been attacked from all areas of your life. The work situation, your personal life, your mental health is suffering. You're quite overwhelmed. And it's really, I don't like seeing people in this position, but the good, like I said before, the good news is you can get your way out of it. And how are you going to do that, I guess, is the big question that you want to know from me. There's time to make some big bloody changes. The Hanged Man is coming into play here, which means we have to turn your life upside down for those changes to come in. You're going to have to be really brave, card number 1. It does look like there is a house move coming in here, so I have a relocation of the home. So if you're even just moving houses within the same place, or moving to another town or city altogether, definitely in the cards here. And with those changes also bring in their own set of challenges. So don't think that moving house is going to fix everything, because it's not. Sort of ghosts of the past are following you through in this spread. So that means we have to really work on letting things go, trying to heal from the past, all of those things that we have to do to help ourselves move forward. And you know, a lot of us just roll our eyes and say, oh, when is this going to stop happening? Why do I have to keep doing all this work? Why? Well, we just have to. We've just got to get down and get dirty and get on with it. Can you just bring self-care up the ladder a little bit here, because it looks like what you're doing here is you're just on the defense all the time with everything that's coming at you. I want you to stop. I want you to rest. I want you to relax. I want you to bring yourself into number 1 position instead of feeling like you're just fending everybody off all the time. I don't give a shit what everyone else is doing. I care what you're doing and how you feel, and what are the plans that you're going to make moving forward, because I know that you can do this. You've got this. I've got spirit coming in over the top of this spread as well, so I know the changes are coming. Definitely the house move, definitely even think about changing jobs. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going on as well. If you've got some health issues going on with your back, then definitely have a look at that. If you're feeling a bit depressed and moody, go do some meditations. But yes, it does look difficult, card number 1, I'm not going to lie, but you know what, you've got this. You can do this. Please stay strong, look after yourself, and everything will come out okay in the end. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello to all the people that chose card number 2, and that is action. So if we have a look at this card in more detail, we see 2 galloping horses. One's white and one's black. The white horse is your thoughts, what you think you're doing, and the black horse is what you're actually doing. So basically that means it's time. You need a bit of a kick up the butt to get some thoughts and plans in action. Time to take some action, card number 2. Stop thinking about it. You've done enough thinking. Time to move. Okay. let's read the tarot spread around this, shall we? And of course there is a lot of movement in this spread. So not only am I seeing the horses galloping, but just like you're doing some galloping as well, like physically you're moving around. Alrighty, so first up, I see that you're not sleeping properly. You're keeping yourself awake at night because you are making plans. There's all the plans going on, my King of Swords. So there are your thoughts, plans, thoughts. You've got, actually, I quite like your plans. Whatever this is that you're thinking about, or this idea that you've been mulling over for some time, whatever this is, I really like it. I really do, because I tell you what, it's a good idea. I've got new beginnings. If it's something to do with business or a partnership or anything else, I've got my Three of Cups card coming in here. So finding like-minded people and coming together to join forces certainly amplifies that in the energetic realm as well. There are a lot of pentacles in here, so it could be around work and career and finances. But you know what? The problem is, you've got these great plans, but you're actually not sleeping very well and you're quite stressed out, and that's really not great. Like, honestly, when we're stressed out, we're not sleeping, we do sort of second guess ourselves a lot, and we probably think that we're not making the best decisions. But you know, you've been thinking about this long enough, and I've got some really good cards around this, so I actually think you need to just bloody go for it. Like, what's holding you back? Nothing. All that's holding you back is yourself. Because guess what happens? I've got the Chariot riding off into the sunset and conquering the world. And after that, my Three of Pentacles and my Four of Pentacles, those cards are all about money and abundance and wealth. Like, all cards that show me that if you really, really get behind this idea and put some energy into it, it's actually going to come out off without a hitch, and you're going to actually find yourself in a really great position. So as I said, this really looks heavily work, career and money focused. So that is where I'm going to go with this spread. So have you got an idea? What is it? I mean, I know that the current world situation has caused us all to sit back and rethink and make changes with our lives. And I really like that it's done that, because it's sending people down pathways they would never have gone before. And maybe that's what's holding you up. Like, you've got this really good idea, but it's really different than what you're used to. So you might be a bit frightened of doing it. Please do it. The cards are encouraging you to do it. Try not to stress out too much. I mean, I know that's easy for me to say, don't stress out, right? But really, I want you to have a really good night's sleep, whatever you need to get yourself a good night's sleep, and then get this idea into action. I love this. Please, please go for it. I really like this for you. There's abundance and wealth waiting for you on the other side of this. So I'm really happy to tell you that you're not on the wrong track. You are absolutely on the right track. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello to everyone that chose card number 3, and that is Goddess of the Moon. Well, quite a strong card we have here for you, number 3. The Goddess of the Moon is all about trusting your instincts and your gut. You know, just that intuition that we all have, mind you, we all have it, but some people are better at following that intuition because they're more right brain, and some people are terrible at following their intuition because they're more left brain, that logical side. So this is telling me that you have a lot of things, good things, if you follow your intuition. So let's read the tarot spread that I've got out here and see what's going on. Okay, so there is a fair bit going on actually. So when it comes to you know, I feel like there's some people around you that don't have your best interests at heart, card number 3. And if your gut and your intuition is telling you that this is going on, I'm here to confirm that it is actually going on. I've got a couple people here that are, one person in particular that I don't think you're aware of, that seems to be quite gentle and easygoing and laid back, but you're actually having some tension with this person. I think this is a male. And then I've got this other person, this female actually down here, who's really causing some trouble for you. Now, I don't know if she's actually risen to the surface just yet because it's in the forward part of the spread. I think what you're going through now is something where you trust someone, but they're not being trustworthy, if you understand the gist of that. So you may have felt some sort of nagging feeling around this person. You're spot on. Now, as I move forward through the spread, I do feel like I'm going to probably a friendship or something like that, and your gut instinct around that is also correct. So this person, which is more like a female friend, I think, you're probably going to have some sort of falling out. It might even come to some sort of aggressive energy, like some argument or something like that. And then you're left with dealing with the pieces of picking up after that because you've been stabbed in the back. Now, the beauty of this reading, I know that sounds all really like glum and oh my gosh, everyone's stabbing you in the back. The beauty of this is you're the goddess in this spread. So you know, you've got a feeling about what's going on already. So how about we take some action so that none of this sort of comes into play? Because when I'm reading cards, nothing is carved in stone, absolutely nothing. And when we have readings, free will comes into play then. So you can make decisions that change, just one tiny decision changes a pathway. So we don't end up in these situations where we feel like we're being betrayed by other people. And I'm sorry that this is happening, but I feel like you are quite strong and I feel like you know what's going on. And I think what's driving these other people is actually jealousy, because do you know what? Number 3, you're doing pretty well. You're actually doing very, very well. I'm proud of how you're handling everything in your life right now. You have abundance, you have strength. Yes, you've got your frustrating times as well in here that you're having to deal with too, but you're really rising to the top. Like against all odds, you're rising to the top and you're showing that your hard work is all paying off, and there's abundance and money and wealth and all this stuff waiting for you on the other side of that. And yet we've got these people around you who are jealous of you. I mean, I hate it that this happens, but these people, it's just plain and simple that they're jealous. So as we talk about this now, how does that come back to you? How can you deal with this? Well, trust your gut, trust your intuition. When you're around someone, do you feel really safe and like secure and that they've got your back, or do you feel a bit wobbly, like, oh, I'm not sure if I should say everything to this person because I'm not sure if they're going to tell this other person, and you know, all that sort of stuff that goes on. Trust your gut around that. I really think your instincts are spot on, and maybe that card is here to tell us that you're probably ignoring them a little bit at the moment because you're not really sure. This card is telling you trust your instincts. Your gut is telling you everything you need to know. Your body is telling you everything you need to know. Just listen and everything will be okay. This nastiness from other people, simply jealousy. You keep going on your path, you keep doing you, and you're going to be just fine. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello to all the people who chose card number 4, and this is my Angel of Strength. The Angel of Strength means that this is a time of increasing power for you, and it's time to stick up for yourself. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say about that, because it seems to me that you've been doing okay. You've had some new beginnings. I've got lots of new beginnings that you've probably already implemented, and they are long-term new beginnings. So I'm talking about relationships, friendships, work. I'm kind of covering everything here, but I've got some long-term commitments going on, and I really like how it looks around that. Here's the problem, is that someone's trying to bring you down, and this is where the Angel of Strength steps into this spread, because I've got my 5 of Swords coming through here. So someone who is trying to bring you down, and it's time for you to stand up for yourself. So this is not a time for you to be passive or submissive. That's part of the card. It's time for you to take action, stick up for yourself, and be strong. Sounds easy when I say it, I know, but sometimes it's really hard to do that. I see that you've got lots of peace and calm coming to you in the future, because I've got my Magician card in here, so I know everything's going to be okay. But honestly, I think other people looking in at your life are going to think you have it all. And I think you are actually at a crossroads, and it's time for you to be strong, stick up for yourself, and take a little deviation from the path you're on. Even though I've got all this success and abundance, I still think you're not fully satisfied. And I don't know, you probably know what I mean when you hear this, that you probably think, why am I not satisfied right now? Why do I feel incomplete? Or I need to take a different direction, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, because I've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Rods here together, in like touching each other in this spread. So that means you're on the wheel, which means you're going around and round in circles. So you're just doing your thing every day, doing your thing. You're quite good at what you're doing. Everything looks great, and yet somehow there's something inside you that's not quite happy, not fulfilled, not joyous about what's happening. And I know we can't be joyous every bloody day of our lives. I'm not that silly, but there's something here that's missing. So apart from the fact that I see that there's other people seeing your life and feeling all jealous about it, then I also see you having a really good life but still feeling incomplete about it. So let's just be strong. Everyone else that has an opinion about your life, or who wants to bring you down because they're jealous, then they can just like fuck off, because you're a smart person, and I see lots of clarity, lots of peace coming into your spread as I move forward. Also, if you are looking to get pregnant and have a baby, this spread is here to say that it's probably a good time for you to do that as well. Just a little thing that I thought I'd pop in there in case I've got someone that's trying. But really, if you think that you want to change directions with your life, and this means that you're going to outlay some money, and you're worried about that outlay of money to change directions with your life, don't worry. You're a magician in this spread, so that outlay of money is going to pay off. You already have a life of abundance, but something isn't quite right, which means it's time for you to be strong and make some changes, even if they don't seem to make sense to you or everybody else, don't care. Make those changes. You've got this. You really have. I've got a Magician and my Page of Cups. So new beginnings, I really like all of this too, and Ace of Cups. These are all very peaceful cards around new beginnings. So I really want you to have a deep dive into how you're feeling and what you're thinking, and it's okay to make changes. If you don't make them now, you're never going to get around to it. So just bloody do it, you know. Better to have tried than not try at all and then live with all this regret. We can't go around walking with regret because we didn't do something. So be strong, be brave. You've got this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.